Hello, I believe this is part 8. I don't know. Some are longer than others because I screws up due to the timer. But anyway, this is a continuation of why obey Qur'an 5 verse 68 if the Bible is corrupted. I'll go something like that. And he said, right now, what I'm doing is I'm questioning a Muslim about Islam, and right now he's trying to attack the Bible by showing contradictions in the Bible. He brings up 2 Chronicles and 9 King James Version, 2 Chronicles 9 King James Version, 25. Anyway, this will be the side. This will be my side where I read my words, and this will be, my uglier side will be where I read his words. So anyway, I'll continue here. Okay. And Solomon had 4,000 stalls for horses and chariots, and 12,000 horsemen, and he bestowed in the chariot cities, and with the king at Jerusalem. First Kings 4, King James Version, 26. And Solomon had 40,000 stalls of horses and of chariots, and 12,000 horsemen. First it says 4,000, and then it says 40,000. Here, you can see a clear contradiction. If that's a contradiction to you, how can you believe in the Quran? The Quran has similar contradictions. Want me to post them? Please, my friend, if you have contradiction in Quran, give me one at a time so I can respond like I gave contradictions of the Bible. Please explain this to me. And I presented stuff before, and he just changes the subject. And he quotes, yeah. First Chronicles 26, First Chronicles 21, King James Version. Quote, and Satan stood up against Israel, and provoked David to number Israel. And David said to Joab, and to the rulers of the people, go number Israel, from Beersheba even to Dan, and bring the number of them to me, that I may know it. 2 Samuel 24, King James Version. And again, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, quote, no number Israel and Judah. For the king said to Joab, the captain of the host, which was with him, go now through all the tribe of Israel, from Dan to Beersheba, and number ye the people, that I may know that the number of the people. First it says God, and then it says Satan did it. And no, God don't say in Quran that he also must believe in the Bible. So please stop being arrogant and naive. If that is a contradiction and proves that the before scriptures are false, how can you believe the Quran when it says all leads astray? Then another part, it says the devil leads astray, or is all a Satan? Again, if what you are presenting is contradictory to you, and thus proves the book to be wrong, how can you believe in the Quran? I bet you didn't see that video I sent you that shows many contradictions of the Quran, huh? One of them was the Quran saying the universe was created first. Then the other, where the earth was created first. Then the sky. I bet you won't see that video, will you? Again, if what you are sending to me is proof that the book, the Bible, is false or corrupted, then how? How can you believe in the Quran? Should I resend the video to you? Please, my friend, give me references and verses. Then I can respond. Otherwise, you can come to me with many things, etc. So be fair like me. When I have something on the Bible, I give you the verses and references. So please give me also, but please, one at a time. I totally ignored my question. The video I presented many references, scriptures from the Quran. And again, if you feel the Bible is false and contradictory from what you presented, then how, pray tell, can you not feel the Qur'an is also false and contradictory due to the scriptures presented in that video? How? Okay, which came first, earth or heaven? Heavens. This is according to the Qur'an, Surah 79 through 24, 27 through 30. Heavens first. Then earth comes first according to Surah 41, 9 through 12, and to verse 29. These are two statements that contradict each other. They contradict each other. Which came first? Yes, the video has many so-called contradictions in the Qur'an, which you don't believe are contradictions, true? If they are not contradictions, how can you say the book, which makes people the book, in other words, the Bible, how can you say the Bible is corrupted and false? If what I sent you are not contradictions in the Qur'an, then how can you see those as contradictions in the Bible? There are too many for me to handle at a time. Too many to handle at a time. That's funny. Totally. In other words, yeah, he could present stuff from the Bible. He just can't present stuff from the Qur'an. That's funny. Far better to try to focus on what you feel is a contradiction in the book, that is the Bible, true? Don't give me videos. Give me verses and references, please. The one video I sent you shows verses, but you don't believe any of them are contradictions of the Qur'an, just so-called contradictions. So again, if they are just so-called contradictions, how can you believe the before scriptures are in contradiction, and thus mean the Bible is corrupt? How? So please give me one at a time, then I can give you a good response. Why? Why? You just said they are so-called, and thus aren't really contradictions. If so, then again, how can you claim the Bible to be contradiction? How can you claim the Bible to be in contradiction? I am confused about you, man. I don't know what you believe in. So, are you Christian? And do you believe in the Bible from beginning to end is the Word of God? Changing the subject. That's what he's doing. Taqqiya, changing the subject. Of course, I fall for it here a little bit. I'm a person of the book, obeying the command of Qur'an 568, which tells me that I have no ground to stand upon unless I stand firm upon the Torah and Injil. And I'm waiting for you, a Muslim, to come to me for my reading the before scriptures, that is the Bible, if you're in doubt about the Qur'an, because Qur'an 1094 tells Muhammad to do that if he was in doubt about the Qur'an. And Muslims are to follow the ways of Muhammad. And I have read the before scriptures. My friend, I said, give me the verses of the contradictions, then I will explain that to you. I've done it many times already, and he's just ignoring it. He just keeps on saying the same thing over again. My friend, I said to give me the verses of the contradictions, then I will explain to you. Because you don't understand it. But please, one at a time. Then we can see it, if it's really contradiction or not. Didn't I just send you a little while ago? Well, didn't I send you a little while ago Surah 79, 27 through 30, and Surah 41, 9 through 12, and 2, 29? Yes, I sent them to you. And guess what? You're ignoring it. Are you a Christian? Yes or no? Changing the subject. I'm a Pauline dispensationalist and with Calvinist tendency. Please explain what that means, because I never heard it. Trying to get away from the fact that there's contradictions of the Quran. Then I will get back at you about Surah 79, 27 to 30, and Surah 41, 9 through 12, 9 and 2, 29. You know I do, and he never does. What a liar. That's called taqqiya. That's called taqqiya, which in Islam is allowed. You can lie in Islam. Okay, but I say this. And then he says this. I say this. I'm a type of Christian. When you hear the word Calvinist, what other term comes to your mind besides burning people at the stake? I don't know what Calvinist means. A Calvinist is a lot like a Muslim, except he doesn't have to have his patootie up near 5 times a day every day to keep out of hell. A Calvinist seems to believe in a God that created eternal damnation and is willing most of the human race into hell. Like Allah seems to guide most off of the right path, so they'll go into hell. Please tell me what you believe exactly, because I still don't know. I don't see what's important. I don't see what's important that you know what I believe in. You are a Christian, are you not? If you are a Christian or not, you can't be a kind of Christian. That makes no sense. Where did I say I was kind of a Christian? I'm a type of Christian, not a kind of a Christian. I bet there are many different types of Christians. I bet there are as many different types of Christians as there are different types of Muslims. I mean, there are Muslims who view jihad as inner struggle when they read Qur'an 9, verse 111, and there are those who think it means killing and being killed to spread Islam for Allah. Do you believe that Jesus is God, or that Son of God, or part of the Trinity? I believe the works. Please, my friend, be honest and clear. What you mean by works? Do you believe that Jesus is God, etc.? I believe in the Trinity. Yes. And now he goes off to avoid the questions about the contradictions of the Qur'an by saying, how can you believe in Trinity when the word isn't even in the Bible? And when the word is not even in the Bible, that is not the teachings of Moses, Abraham, Jesus, etc. Please explain the Trinity, because it is the biggest mystery in the history. True. There is no word for Trinity in the book, which makes people the book. But there are a lot of scriptures and passages in the Bible that don't make sense if there is no Trinity. By the way, this Jewish Christian does a good job of explaining the Trinity in just 8 minutes. And I put on a video of a Jewish Christian. He does a great job explaining the Trinity. But do you think he sees it? No. Doesn't see it at all. And he says, do you believe Prophet Muhammad is a messenger of God? And do you believe there is nothing to worship except the Creator, Allah? I have great difficulty believing Muhammad was a messenger due to what he says, not only in the Quran, but what he does and says in the Hadith. I mean, the sun can't ask permission of Allah to rise because, again, the sun never really sets. Also, water can be defiled in more ways than just smell, taste, and color. It can get contaminated with germs. Also, I don't think eating 7 ajwa dates will protect me all day from both magic and poison if I eat them. Also, I don't think I have to wash my nose out 3 times to get the devil out if I wake up in the night, because I've awakened in the night and had no problem even if a very ubiquitous Satan was sleeping in my nose and peeing in my ear. I'll continue.